Hi guys, how are you today? Chibon here. Well, today as you can see, I'm not doing any console review or maybe emulation review because I just want to say that I don't really make video because I really enjoy this device. Well, as you can see, maybe you haven't know it, but this is Poco F3. Well, I use my case here, so this is Poco F3, and it is, I don't want to say a cheap phone, but it is quite cheap, and yet you can buy this, and this with the price of this phone. But is it really worth it to use your Android device for emulation? Well, let's just say not quite, but kinda. Okay, let us start. First up, I'm not using original ROMs because many reviewers always review using original ROM with an assumption that many people will use it. But I don't think my viewer will use original ROM on their Android phone because why should you? Let me show you. I am using Xiaomi.eu ROM. As if you don't already know it, it's custom ROM. It's not original ROM from Xiaomi. And I'm using the latest MIUI 12.6. This is a beta weekly version, but it is really stable to be used on daily basis. And I'm using the latest 9 June version, 9 June 2021 version. Okay. Not only that, briefly I will show you that with this, I already do Geekbench. Well, let me show you the Geekbench. The Geekbench result is really great. If you didn't know that this result is really comparable to Snapdragon 888. Don't get me wrong, I know my Poco F3 is using Snapdragon 870, but it is really good. I can play Genshin Impact around, well, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours without any problem. And I'm using medium setting but high on the texture detail. Well, let me show you. It loads the games quite fast, so I don't know why many reviewers also made click and run video. I don't know what is the purpose, but if you want to know, well, that's it. It can run the most heaviest game on Android. It should be Genshin Impact just fine. And let me show you my setting. As you can see, current performance load is balanced with high setting on the render resolution. As you can see here, the game itself runs really well. My connection is not really I don't know what's wrong with my connection, but the game itself runs really well. Look, everything is smooth, everything is good. Okay, that's it. And now let's go to the emulation. I know that many people already made a video about emulation on Poco F3, but I really do want to make it with custom ROM, and let us try it. First up, we will try DuckStation. DuckStation is, well, PS1 emulation, and this is the best, I believe. Oh yes, before we go, I use 8BitDo. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, 8BitDo is a great controller for emulation. And this is why I don't really play emulation on on my Poco F3 because I must bring my 8-bit though, or I must buy another controller on the sides, and I don't really like it because in my perspective, if you want to play on the phone, just use the phone. But if I use this, let me show you, even pressing it, it's really awkward. I know I can move it on the on the middle, but it will, well, it will jumble up the screen and I cannot see the games. Before we go, let us do some setting. Let us go to enhancements, resolution scale, and we will go with 5x. Okay, this is PS1 game. I'm playing, if you can't really see it well, but it always run on 60 FPS, and this game is one of the harder game to be run on this emulation. So I believe a Snapdragon 870 will run all PS1 game really well. This is Gran Turismo 2, and yes, I will stop here. Okay, this is for PS1 emulation. Now let us try another games on another emulation. Maybe we will go with PPSPP. And we will go to setting again. Then the resolution, as you can see here, I'm using 2x. And where is the FPS? Oh, show FPS, yes. Show FPS, let's go back. We will try the easiest one first.
Today's race is taking place here. 3, 2, 1, go! 3 laps to go.
As you can see from the far right, the resolution itself is really good.
Just a little bit more. Not even a tap. Are you okay?
Okay, that's it for Ridge Racer. We can really play the game, runs really well with 2x. Should we try 3x? Maybe we should. Let us try 3x. 3x, and let us see how well the game will be played. Oh, 60 FPS. Still on 60 FPS. What happened here is PPSPP is a really great emulation emulator. So, well, easy game like this can play on 3x just fine. Maybe now we will try 4x. Let us go trying 4x. Nah, let's go 5x. Whoa, but the FPS is still running on 60. This is good.
Yeah! It's a new record. 2 laps to go.
Too bad, better FPS doesn't bring better skills. Now, okay. Let us exit the menu. Now, let us go with Citra. Setting. We will go to graphics, internal resolution. I am using default, and you will know why. Okay, maybe I will start with 2x. Okay, the FPS is on the top left.
Mario Kart.
Let us go with Grand Prix, 50cc.
Mario.
The FPS already dropping to 20 something with 2x. So even the latest and greatest Snapdragon 870, I know this is not the flagship, but almost flagship, cannot handle Citra really well. This why I don't really care about the FPS on the screen, because as you already know, even though the FPS is showing 60, I believe I run frame skip. The game itself is really choppy. The sound is not great. Ah shit. Okay, now let us try 1x. Let's go to setting again, and that's happened. It is actually, again, this is really great emulation, really great emulator on emulating 3DS. Why? Because first, this is free. Yes, this is a free emulation, and I really love Citra because this is the best emulator for 3DS.
Mario. Let's go.
Again, this is 1x. Let us see if some sound glitch, but the game itself running really great with 1x.
Bye-bye.
Well, the sound glitch still happening on my phone, even though this is 1x. So my conclusion is, it is playable but not really enjoyable. I don't want to finish my game with sound glitch and stutter like, well, you can see it yourself. There is some stutter on this when playing, and this is one of the easiest game to be played on Citra emulation. Okay, that's it guys. The conclusion is not really recommended to play 3DS game on Poco F3. This is Auto Modelista and I'm running at, let us go to setting, graphical setting, show FPS, enhancement, internal resolution. As you can see, I'm using native resolution, so let us go with 3x. I know this is very ambitious to run one of the heaviest GameCube game with 3x, but what the heck, let us try it. As you can see, the FPS is around 45 and 44. I'm not using any frame skip. Okay, with that, let us try graphical setting. We will go to enhancement again, internal resolution, and we will go with 1x. Now let us go. Now the game runs almost on 50 FPS, but well, in my eyes, the game run much better than before. But the sound is really choppy. Mind you, I don't do any hacks besides making this 1x resolution. Maybe if I do game hacks, it will run better and the sound will sound better, but this is what will you get if you run it on default setting. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry for my skill. But if you want to play, well, this is Fire Emblem. You already know Fire Emblem is turn-based strategy game. I will use config again, and I will do the enhancement, internal resolution. I want to 3x here in this game. Now let us play it. Poco F3 has, well, resolution full HD++ resolution. So if you play games with full HD resolution on this Poco F3, it will look really, really nice. Hopefully Fire Emblem will run an X60. Let us go. The FPS is dropping on the video part, but that is what we should expect because the video itself running on 30 FPS. Okay, we get some error here, but we will ignore. Now let us attack the trainer. As you can see here, the FPS is sometimes are dropping to 60, but the game itself look really, really wonderful. It even better than when I'm played on my PC, because I don't know why on the PC the character will have some shading, not a great one, but bug shading. But on this GameCube run really well, and okay, I changed my mind after I play this. I will play GameCube game on 3x, but only the easy to play on this hardware. Okay guys. Okay, final verdict. Should you buy this? If you can buy this for PS1 game, this is the best emulation device for PS1 game. You can play this to play 3DS and NDS game, and you can play this to play PS Vita and PSP game, or you can buy one of these. I guess the answer is quite clear. If you want a phone, buy a phone. But if you want to play the game, buy a game console. Because no matter how good the phone is, you still have to buy this. Even though you are using maybe the latest Samsung S21 Plus, or maybe you are using the latest and greatest OnePlus, you still need one of these, or you still need on the side gamepad. But if you are using your phone like me as a phone, I don't dare to use it because I must bring this anywhere, and well, if I'm working, my coworker will look at me and say, "What are you doing? You are not working, right? Okay, that's it. That's bad for me. And this is a very bad video, I know. But hopefully, my Messi video show you that Poco F3 is good for PS1 game, of course good for PSP game, but not quite good for 3DS games. But it will run an easy GameCube game just well enough. So, should you buy it? It's up to you, but I will buy this, and this to play the game, and this I will be using as my phone and playing Genshin Impact on it. On that note, see you again. Bye bye.